The Tampon King gets back in the ring. Speaking of former VP nominee Tim Walz, he joined Beto O'Rourke at a Texas town hall last night, and the estrogen levels were enough to give Chuck Norris menstrual cramps.
But I think that. But I can't get past the core fact about Walz, which is he presided over allowed in the biggest city in the state to get burned down.
And seemed to not only allow it, but kind of
we liked it.
Support it, you know?
Well, yeah, did you see the video of his wife saying, I kept the windows open so I could smell the burning rubber from the riots?
Did not see that.
Wow. The wife whose hand he shook.
Oh my God. By the way, I know it's.
Let's be.
Picking on a little thing, but who the hell shakes their wife's?
Greg Gutfeld and Tucker Carlson have teamed up again, and this time it's not a conversation; it's a political demolition derby. Their target, Governor Tim Walz. What unfolds isn't just a critique; it's a total narrative meltdown, courtesy of sharp wit, surgical sarcasm, and unapologetic takedowns. Walz came with talking points. Carlson brought a rhetorical wrecking ball. And Gutfeld. He brought fireworks and a flamethrower.
Echo lingers on candidates' fingers and defend Walz's wide eyes as they claim beards are for bad guys. Tyler, speaking of beards, and I mean the one on your face, not the one that you hang out with.
Let me just say that Walz and every other governor who did anything like that is a monster, and I think on some level he will be punished for it. But no, I admire what you did enough that I hope I'd be man enough to do it myself. I took minor risks during COVID by pointing out things that seemed true to me, but I didn't do anything that heroic. I think it's absolutely essential. Clearly, we're moving toward an authoritarian state. I think we've already arrived. I think your life is a testament to that.
When a politician practically volunteers as tribute for public humiliation, Gutfeld and Carlson don't wait for an invitation. They RSVP with a monologue. Governor Tim Walz, who has styled himself as the adult in the room, governs more like the kid who mistook the liquor cabinet for a leadership manual. For these two, it's not just an opportunity, it's open season.
Wait, you lost because you weren't woken up? That's like telling Joy Behar she's not eating enough Doritos. That's like Jasmine Crockett saying, I gotta black this up. That's like Bud Light saying, hey, you know what? We could use more Dylan Mulvaney.
It's as if Walz handed them a pinata with his name on it, blindfolded himself, and told them to swing. Gutfeld opens with the swagger of a man cracking open a cold six-pack of sarcasm. And with Walz, he doesn't have to try hard. The governor makes it easy. Gutfeld skewers him not as a leader, but as the president of the Bureau of Bland Excuses.
So I'm the law-abiding grandma that was sentenced to 90 days in jail for opening my business during the shutdowns as a peaceful protest when Minnesota Governor Tim Walz unconstitutionally and illegally shut our businesses down. So my question is, if you were in my situation, would you have done the same thing? Or what would you have done?
Well, I flatter myself by imagining I would have done the same thing. Because I think what you did is honorable. And
every failed policy, every botched decision, every headline that reads like satire, Gutfeld lines them up and knocks them down with comedic precision. Walz, seemingly allergic to accountability, gives Gutfeld material so rich he could bottle it. The roast starts with Walz's leadership during lockdowns, turning Minnesota into a frozen version of Alcatraz while crime cruised through Minneapolis in the front seat.
You're an old white guy. And you're right, you are a huge disappointment. I guess hating himself is the first thing he's nailed correctly. Because Walz saying old white men suck isn't a political stance, it's his confession. Walz calling people old and white is like Maxine Waters making fun of someone for shopping at Wigs or...
Gutfeld nails the absurdity of a governor who treats criminals like misunderstood poets and law-abiding citizens like children who've outgrown supervision. That's not policy, that's performance art. And the reviews? 1 star. Next, Gutfeld digs into Walz's pandemic double standards, shutting down mom-and-pop shops with the cold efficiency of a mob boss, while letting big box stores thrive like they were immune to viruses, but is not done. Education comes next. Gutfeld unloads on Walz's record like it's a failing report card. Minnesota classrooms, once strongholds of academic excellence, now feel more like therapy sessions with substitute teachers clinging to sanity. Reading scores? Tanked. Math scores? Dropped faster than Walz's approval rating. The only thing multiplying? Bureaucracy.